This episode was written and directed by Angel co-creator David Greenwalt. You'll recall his first episode as writer and director was Hey Reptile Boy,
Hell yeah.
um, and aired right after the Buffy one. So let's talk about it.
Okay. You weren't too sad. You were like, all right, guys, I guess I'm up for Angel.
I had to power through, man.
Yeah. So let me ask you, when you watched Buffy, you thought she was dead? Or you said you knew actually.
It was renewed on UPN.
You didn't know the details?
Yeah, I didn't know the details. I was shocked that she died, but I assumed there was some way they would resurrect her. And then when they started promoting the next season on UPN, the tagline was Buffy lives.
Ooh, like Jason.
Yeah, and I was like, huh, that's interesting.
Buffy 7,
Um,
Buffy takes Manhattan. That'd be cool.
that's part 8. Um,
God damn it.
but anyway, yeah. I was shocked. Yeah, I had no idea where they were going with this.
Yeah, that would have been a really cool experience. But I knew, so kind of sucked the air out of it. But anyway, so Angel, yeah, there's no place like Plrtz Glrb. So Plrtz Glrb is Earth
I guess home. There's no
home.
place like home. Yeah.
But I mean on the thing, like that's the way to get back to Earth. They have to go through Plrtz because on the writing he says they're writing on the wall. They all translate to like different planets or whatever. So the one for Earth is
Oh,
Plrtz Glrb.
I suppose so. Yeah.
What? Anything else? That's it.
Yeah. Remind me at the end of this to go into some awards stuff
Oh, for what?
for Buffy and Angel this season.
Sweet. All right. So yeah, so Cordelia at the last episode was given Lauren's head, and she was like she didn't know what to do with it. But here he's alive.
She's a real Al Snow, just walking around with a head.
Uh,
You don't know that wrestler yet. Shit. Okay.
I thought that he was gonna be alive. I really did, even in the last episode, because we talked about it uh, we talked about it even like it wasn't even that big a deal. Like yeah, just bring him back to Earth. Like just go through the portal. Who knows what could happen? And because it happened in this like otherworldly type of thing, it didn't seem legit. And Caritas is so cool. Was that gonna be the end of Caritas? Come on. But anyway, so yeah, so Cordelia's like, I want to go home, and Lauren's like, oh honey, I'm right there with you. And then we go to the credits.
She
There you go.
screams.
Yeah. And he says, members of my family, the Deathwalk clan, even if you get your head cut off, your body has to be mutilated. So until that happens, I'm a-okay, baby.
Yep.
And so some guys come in, and Cordelia's like, there's this head, but I hate it. And she spits on it to prove that she hates the head because they heard her talking, I think.
Yeah, I like when she apologizes for the spit and then grabs a towel to wipe it off.
Yeah, that was nice. But they say more heads. She's clearly scared of heads. Let's get more heads. Let's kill her other friends.
Yeah.
Like these guys, Marcalo, he dies, but the other guys,
What?
the guy Marcalo, he has he has a net. We call him Marcalo because we're gonna kill him. So I guess we give him a name, but we blow his head up. You remember that cool shot of the head being blown up?
Yeah, the slaves, you mean? Yeah,
Right,
because
the
they're
bad
wearing
guys,
those
slaves.
collars.
Yeah, the collar.
Right.
That was really neat. Uh, but anyway, so Wesley, cut to those guys. We're like about to have our heads cut off. We're like in those head contraptions. I don't know what they're called, but we're in those type of deals. But then these
They're gallows.
gallows, and then
Yeah, you'll
these
recall the Big Brother challenge where they were getting hit by that like feather or something.
is a money
Oh yeah, a little piece of cash.
from Big Brother 12 because
Yep.
Enzo he decided he was gonna just figure out his ride to the Jersey Shore. That's about an
Right,
hour,
right. But
but he
then
didn't
he
take into account
loses
the
because he
quickie.
didn't. Yeah, he didn't calculate the quickie as he and his wife would have.
Classic. So yeah, so we're about to get our heads cut off, but then these rebels we call them, they come riding in on their horses and they save
One of them's
us.
Jamie McShane, one of my favorite character actors. He barely has anything to do in this, but he's a great actor.
That's wild. I don't know. I
Yeah.
know Ian McShane. No
Yep,
relation there.
that's a guy. No, no relation.
Okay.
But Jamie McShane, he's been killing it on TV for years, and he's the bald one of these guys. He later plays a vampire on a show called The Passage that was really good. That got canceled after one season.
Oh, but this was like before he was ever a thing, really.
Oh
You didn't
yeah,
know
yeah,
yet,
yeah. No, I mean he's still not really a thing. But like I
right?
like to point him out because I think he's like an underrated actor. I pointed him out in Wednesday when we covered that because he played like the sheriff of the town.
Okay, that's neat.
Yeah.
Shout out to him. Uh, Wesley and Gunn. They start using that the gallow as a weapon. Which
Yeah, that was fun.
I don't think that would really work that well.
Spinning that shit around.
I feel like as soon as you hit somebody in the head with that, the other side's gonna like bang against your head, and you're like it's not gonna work as a weapon. I don't think.
Maybe if the hole's wide enough, you know.
That's what
It's
they
like
say.
their necks have some space, but their heads won't can't fit through. It seemed plausible to me. I don't know. I never questioned that.
I don't okay. Uh so Angel, he's hanging out with Winifred. They're like a nice duo. They're like dynamic duo.
Yeah,
Angel
they're
and
having a
Fred.
real nice time.
Yeah. Turns out Fred loves tacos. She's been working on a tree bark enchiladas.
Yeah.
Didn't
Fred's
really go
super
so well.
cute in this episode, I gotta say.
Yeah, I love Fred. Really happy she lived. I don't really know about the future of Fred. We could see Fred again for all I know. I don't know.
Do you
But
want me to tell you?
no,
Okay. But yeah, she is with them when they go back to the hotel at the end of the episode.
totally. Yeah. She could like date one of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought she had like really good chemistry with both Wesley and Angel. I feel like she
Yeah.
didn't interact with Gunn all that much, but with both those guys, she was like, I thought they were really nice together.
I
But
agree.
anyway, so we meet Cordelia's talking to this servant named Merelda, but she calls her Lamara and Geraldo. She has no respect for her. And but Cordelia, she wants to go to the mutilation chamber to get Lauren's body, or at least look for
That's
it.
correct.
I
Yeah.
don't know. And weird moment here. Why did Cordelia ask the girl to take her clothes off?
Wasn't it so that Cordelia could put it on?
Oh, that's what it was. Take it.
Oh
Oh
wait,
yeah.
but is she wearing her clothes?
I
I don't
mean,
remember.
at the end of the episode, she's still in her
Yeah, but she
queen
might have put
stuff.
that back on.
I don't remember if she changed here, but yeah, there's a Lauren like opens his eyes, like, oh, gotta get a peek of that. I don't know what that was about. I mean, I do know what it was about, but so Angel and Fred, they're like, Angel notices curved derplore on the wall. I don't know if I got that right, but who cares?
I'm sure
Uh,
it's fine, man. By the way, the servant girl, she's in an episode of Buffy too. She's like the do you remember the girl in the Zeppo who's really into cars?
yes.
She's that girl. And
Wow.
it made me think Whedon definitely fucked her.
Yes. Yes. Wow.
Yeah.
Like when so she like hits on Xander, like, oh, you got a nice car.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Well, yeah, that's a damn it. So, yeah, any of these things I think would be cool or just like, oh, bro, bummer. Uh, but yeah, so but the knights come in, and they like attack us, and Fred like hits a guy with a rock. I don't know. So then Wesley and Gunn, the what are they? They're rebels, right? I think they are.
Yeah.
And we release Wesley and Gunn, but then they come back later. So I don't know what that's about.
What?
We let them go here in this scene. We're like, all right, these guys are good. We can let them go. And
I don't think
then
they leave though. They just let him out of the gallows.
they walk away.
Oh, they do?
There's like a
I
scene
guess.
where they're like walking away.
All right.
I don't know. But then they
Need
come
to go
back later.
regroup.
Yeah, I don't know. But so this one guy talking to Angel who calls, was he talking about Cordelia? Calls her a cow bitch. Is that what he was
Yeah.
saying?
So harsh.
That was really mean.
Yeah,
And
that's Silas, like the head of those priest guys. I think that dude's really good. I
yeah,
don't know how good the performance is because I feel like the
I like
makeup
him.
and the little vocal effect are both doing a lot of heavy lifting. But I like this character a lot. I was bummed when he died, actually.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. I thought he was good too. And so Angel learns here that but he says that they cut off Lauren's head and they mutilated the body. So what's that all about? I don't know. It seemed like the
What?
guy's just dumb.
No, he got help. Remember the Gruselug?
But Gruselug lied to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Gruselug switched out the bodies. Oh, so you're saying he's dumb because he believed the Gruselug?
Yeah, he just like I don't know, believed the Gruselug to go do. Why didn't he do this himself?
Because he's a priest, you know, he's got hands for that. And Gruselug he sees as just like a fucking servant. So he would assume he would do it, but he doesn't realize that Gruselig and Cordelia are starting to have legitimate feelings for each other. I mean, Cordelia tells Gruselig she loves him at the end of this
Yeah, it was a
episode.
big turn. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was pretty sweet, and it wasn't like that unbelievable either.
No, no, they set it up for sure.
And it was kind of like the thing because it's kind of like a romance in the Big Brother house. Like you're in this other world and you don't have anything better to do. And so I kind of buy that they would fall in love in Pylea with only a few days.
Yeah, also like it's love through stressful situations, which is what they talk about in Speed.
The movie?
Yeah, that's why Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves hook up. It's not like they have some sort of deep connection. It's just they both been through something insanely stressful together.
They talk about that in the movie, or that's
I
like the
believe they talk.
commentary on the
I
movie.
believe they talk about that in Speed too.
Oh, and in Speed too. She says like it
Yeah,
didn't work out because we realized it was only a stressful situation to keep us
exactly.
together, and then
Yeah.
when we didn't have that anymore, we broke up.
Hmm.
That's a great. That's great. So yeah, we go to the mutilation chamber, right? And Cordelia, she's holding Lauren's head in the bucket. She drops the bucket. Lauren gets real mad about that part. And we see Lauren's body, or what we
Yeah.
think is Lauren's body. He says, "Since when do I have five
I
toes?"
like I like when she thinks Gruselig is like a bad guy at first, and she goes, "Can I hit that guy with you?" And he goes, "No."
Cordelia's great this episode.
Yeah.
This is amazing, Cordelia. Did you like that line? Since when do I have five toes? I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, well, it never occurred to me that he didn't, but evidently,
Did
those Death Walk motherfuckers only got three.
you say we only have three?
I think so.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so we find Gruslug in here. And Gru, it's you, she says. Oh, that was pretty funny. And Gruslug explains that he swapped the bodies out. What a great man. What a
I
great guy.
know.
Cordelia says he's an actual what'd she say? She's like a real hero, she says.
Well, he is. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a real life hero. And yeah, so this is all great stuff. Yeah, so then Wesley and Gunn go back to the rebels. And then Wesley comes up with a plan. He says, "You guys, you have to use guerrilla warfare. You can't fight fair. You have to really kill these motherfuckers." And so we make him the leader because he has a great plan, I guess.
Yeah. He has a great moment with Gunn here
That's
where he's,
later
oh, that's sorry.
with
Excuse me.
the real
Excuse me.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so Angel and Winifred, they're talking.
You can just
And
call her Fred.
I like Winifred.
Okay.
It's nice. Fred, I feel like I've never heard Fred as a girl, honestly. So when I think when I say Angel and Fred, I feel like I'll be talking about two guys hanging out.
Yeah. And you're like, no homo, no homo. I'm going to
No
call her
homo. Yeah,
Winifred.
it's Angel and
Yeah.
Fred, no homo. That's all I'd have to say every scene. As if I've been doing that with like Angel and Wesley the whole time. No homo, like after every time. So Fred, she's gonna like show him how to get back. I don't know. So then Cordelia is and Gru. Apparently, there's a moment where Cordelia got to grab a Gru in the dark. Did you like that?
Sure. Yeah.
She
Feel it.
was. He was like, we had like you had the intimate touch, and she was like, we were in the dark, and I didn't mean to do it. And he was like, our kiss, and she's like, oh, right, right, something
That's
like
right.
that. And then he's talking about the wedding night. He says, when we mate, we're going to absorb each other, or whatever he says, with demon blood. And he says, basically, he's gonna get the visions. But
Yeah.
Cordelia can't give up the visions because she helps Angel and Wesley and Gunn and Los
That's right.
Angeles.
Even though they've been super painful lately.
But it doesn't matter. You gotta fight through it. And yeah, it was a pretty cool moment there, I guess. Cordelia, she might be the MVP. She's having
I
to do a
love it.
lot. She's having to do a lot of stuff here.
I
And
think she probably is actually, come to think of it.
yeah, I didn't think about MVP LVP this week. But I think she's the MVP. But she has a vision of Gru being killed by a demon. That
Well,
was
it's
wild.
clearly the angel demon.
I don't think I knew that.
Oh, you didn't realize. Okay.
No, no, no. It's like from over, like behind the shoulder. I don't think we really know that much. But she says later on, I think that's kind of when I knew when she says like, avoid any like green spiky demons or whatever.
Right, right. Which
Yeah,
is exactly what Angel's been turning into here.
yeah. And so here's where Wesley comes up with a plan, right?
Yep.
And Wesley says we're gonna have like a few people go set diversions on the outside, and then Gunn's like, I wouldn't do that if I was in charge. And Wesley's like, well, I'm in charge, bitch. No. And then he's like, all right, fine. And then later on, they're at a campfire, nighttime. Gunn walks
Well,
up.
no. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. I think this is what I was thinking of.
Gunn walks up and he's like, I really don't want to make a big deal about this, but you're gonna get those guys killed, right? They're setting the diversion. And
Hmm.
Wesley's like, yeah. He says this cool line. He says, "You try not to get anybody killed, you wind up getting everybody killed."
Yeah, and that really hits home for Gunn because of what happened recently to George.
I really almost said Rondell. Sorry. Uh, so yeah, but we so does Angel like show up here? I feel like at one point we
um,
tell Angel to go. Oh yeah, it's right here. Because then
yeah, she
Wesley,
shows up with Fred, and they're like, "We know him."
right? Because Wesley immediately says like, Angel, you got to go back and kill the Gruslug. I believe in you. And Gunn's like, he can't kill the Gruslug's way better than Angel. And he's like, I just need Angel to believe in himself. I don't have to
Yeah,
believe he can do it. Um, which makes a lot of that's like in sports, I think. Like,
yeah, that's a coach's function.
yeah, shooter. You have to tell your shooters to shoot, even if they're missing every shot, because that's what they're there for. They're there to shoot. So they have to just keep shooting away until they
Ugh.
start hitting.
I hope that's what Peter Laviolette said to Mika Zibanejad before tonight's game. Am I right?
Yeah, you are right. I hope that happens too.
Me too.
Yeah.
Uh,
And so Cordelia is with the Gruslug. People like come in. I don't know. Is this when we tell the Gruslug that someone came in. They were like, you have a challenger. And he goes out. This was really cool. The shot out the window.
yeah,
That was epic. We like go walk over in the hallway to a window and like open this window for us to see Angel walking up. It's pretty cool. And so he challenges the Gruslug to Mortal Kombat. And Fred is over there like mouthing along to what he's saying, like she told him what to say. And then it seems like Angel goes off on his own, calls Gru a coward. And Fred's like, oh no, he's not gonna like that one. And he really
yeah,
didn't seem
yeah.
to like
That's
it.
right.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have a pretty well. Bruce like kind of kicks the shit out of Angel until he turns into a demon.
Right. Yeah, he needed his inner demon to come out. I like
Yeah,
the plan from the bad guys. They tell Gruslug like Angel's gonna use Cordelia for his pleasure over and
yeah,
over again, and then they're gonna kill her. That really gets him going.
yeah. They
So
know how
yeah,
to manipulate this fucker.
yeah. I thought it was a pretty awesome battle. I loved all like the wide shots of them in the courtyard fighting. It was a little when they're close up that I didn't love all the editing stuff, but the far wide shots were so cool.
Yeah, Greenwald doing a nice job this episode,
Yeah,
making everything feel very big.
yeah. So shout out to that. I love this one line from Fred. She says, "Is it? I forget if it's actually Fred, but she said the Gruslug feels pain, but he overcomes all things." I think that's so funny. Someone who feels pain, but they just overcome everything. Doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Pretty cool. And so Cordelia, she decapitates the bad guy and calls him
yeah.
Padre. What was that? Why'd she
Well,
call him
because he's a
Padre?
priest. Because he's a priest.
I thought Padre meant dad. Oh,
Yeah, it
father.
means father. Yeah.
Duh. Oh my god. I'm sorry. All right. So so yeah, anyway, so Cordelia, she comes in, she breaks up the fight. She says she loves the Gruselug. They're gonna get married. No, they're actually not going to. It's what happened to them. That's sad.
Well, he gets left behind to like rule Pylea
Oh yeah,
to
right.
help with reconstruction.
Right. That's hilarious. Gun, help me out here.
Yeah. And Gunn doesn't skip a beat. He's like, I'm in.
Yeah. Well,
I'll
you
tag
see.
into this combo for sure.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I like Lauren. He says goodbye to his mom, and his mom. She starts out nice. She's like, "I never thought I'd see the day when you'd come back, and all you did was shame us even more."
Yeah. He thought that they were gonna put his body on the maggot pile, but they didn't. They put it on the lice pile, which is nice.
Yeah, they were that was very kind gesture. I love this moment here where where mom says, "Numfar, do the dance of shame" off
Yeah, you
screen, and then
just
we
hear
hear him
it.
thumping around and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, I love that. And it makes me sad
Hilarious.
I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, but he was directing Buffy this week. He couldn't
He
do it.
was, yeah. And
Um,
possibly fucking that servant girl.
Oh my God, yeah. So Lorne, I thought this was a nice moment here. He says that him and Angel they belong in L.A. because nobody belongs in L.A.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
Yeah, it is very cool. And then Lauren, he says, "I feel a song coming on," and then he sings "Somewhere Over the Rainbow." Great stuff. And so Cordelia lays it out for the Gruselags. He says, "You're going to be the ruler. Everyone's going to be equal. There's no slavery or like religious
Persecution.
persecution." Yeah, and so that's how it's going to be. But we got a lot of work to do. Just because we say it's done doesn't mean it's done. And then yeah, so Gunn jumps in, takes over, and
There's gonna be riots and economic unrest, all that shit. Yeah.
yeah, very funny.
It's
So
wild
they
here that they cut back to just Earth. Like we don't see them do the portal thing, but I guess we don't need to.
right. I thought the same thing, and then yeah, I basically went through that thing. Yeah, they don't need to, I guess. But I thought it was really aggressive kissing by Cordelia and the Gruselog. They like really went at it. I thought.
Yeah, man. I was worried she was gonna lose that vision stuff anyway.
Yeah. Wait. Wait. Yeah. How does that happen?
I don't know. I mean, Doyle must have known how to do that.
Mm. So Doyle never kissed any. So yeah, he controls, I guess, when he does it. It's
Yeah,
not just any kiss.
right.
Because then it's like he never
I
kissed
can't imagine
anybody.
he never kissed anybody. Yeah.
Because then she must never kiss anybody. I don't know. Weird. We're not gonna think about it. So yeah, I love this part though when we're leaving the castle and everybody bows to Cordelia and Wesley's like, shouldn't people not be bowing in a free society? And she's like, don't really think about it.
These things take time.
These things take time. And so yeah, the car comes through Caritas with Fred in it, and Lauren has to remodel because we break the countertop, like the bar. And then we go to the Hyperion Hotel. Angel wants to say it. There's no place like, but then he sees Willow sitting on the couch, and he knows immediately. He says, "It's about Buffy."
Yeah, I don't even think Allison Hannigan has a line here.
No, definitely not.
Yes.
Good look though.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I like that they saved her credit for the end credits. So no spoilers.
Yeah, I didn't notice it in the beginning, but yeah, that makes sense. That's really
Mhm.
cool. Good episode. I'd say great
Yeah.
episode.
I give it a 4.
I give it a 4 too. I'm not sure where I'd rank it because I haven't done it yet. Is it better than last week through the Looking Glass?
I think it's better than last week, but maybe not better than the week before.
I think it might be.
Where do I have? How do I have?
I like
these
Fred. By this point, I'm like way on board with Fred. I really like Fred as a character. In those early episodes in Pylea, I wasn't as on board.
Right.
And the Gruselug, he's so cool.
True. Where do I have Through the Looking Glass and Over the Rainbow? Just tell me that.
You have Through the Looking Glass you have them at 15 and 16. Ahead of
Do
them is
I?
Disharmony, and below them is The Prodigal.
I think I want these together. Just All right, you could put this one ahead of Over the Rainbow, though. It make it 15, I guess, or whatever.
So Disharmony, there's no place like Plrtz Glrb, Over the Rainbow, Through the Looking Glass.
Yeah.
Okay, and I will go Epiphany. There's no place like Plrtz Glrb, Over the Rainbow, Judgment, Through the Looking Glass. But Judgment, I haven't switched these around, so that could change. But and 4's MVP Cordelia, LVP. It's got to be, I mean, one of those, not that cool night guy, but there's got to be another one, right?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about it.
Or a Rebel.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually thought LVP was that rebel with the floppy hair. Like every time he was talking, I was like, these lines should have been Jamie McShane's.
Yeah, that's a good call because they have somebody there who's way better and they didn't use him. So I'll agree with that. That guy, the LVP. I don't even know who he is. But was that it? Was that it?
Yeah, I have to tell you about some award stuff. We have to go to the Patreon, and I have to tell you what you need to watch next week.
All right. So do all that.
Okay. Awards. I just want to point out that the AFI, the American Film Institute, they do a list every year in no order. It's just alphabetical of the 10 best TV shows of the year. And they had Buffy on their list this year.
I love it. Great job, those guys.
The television.
Have they done it before? Do we know?
I don't think so.
Wow, this is a first entry.
Yeah. The television critics, the body got a lot of noise.
Right.
The Television Critics Association, which is made up of all the good TV critics, they do an award every year. I think this might have been the first year they ever did it, and it was they had Buffy nominated for best drama, best program overall, and Sarah Michelle Gellar for best achievement by an actor in drama.
That's pretty awesome. I've never heard of this
Yeah,
awards show.
they still do it. It's it like it's one of those awards that like the public doesn't give a shit about, but like it means something to the people when they win them.
Right, of
Um,
course.
then let's get into the Saturn Awards. I want this is why I wanted to save this because Buffy and Angel got a bunch of noms at the Saturn Awards this year.
Hmm.
Um, Buffy won Best Network Television Series, beating the also nominated Angel.
Wow, straight up.
Yeah.
Awesome.
David Boreanaz was nominated for Best Actor in a series, and he lost to Robert Patrick, who had just been added to the cast of the X Files, who is great on that show. Um, Charisma Carpenter and Sarah Michelle Gellar are both nominated for actress, and they lost to Jessica Alba for Dark Angel.
What?
I know, it's fucking
That's
bullshit.
wild.
Best Supporting Actor, we had 3 nominations in this category. Alexis Denisoff, who plays Wesley, Anthony Stewart Head, who plays Giles, and the winner of the category, James Marsters.
Hell yeah, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
our good friend Spike. And supporting actress also had 3 nominees from these shows, but they lost. Allison Hannigan and Michelle Trachtenberg for Buffy, and Juliet Landau for Angel for her
What?
coming back as Drusilla.
That's a
Um,
stretch.
you think so?
Yeah.
All right, but the winner was Jerry Ryan, who plays Seven of Nine in Star Trek Voyager, and of course, she was the winner of Survivor Newport Beach.
I'm forgetting who you're talking about.
She plays Eve on the OC.
Who's the Eve? Who the hell's Eve?
What the fuck are you talking about? We talked
Eve?
about this forever.
There's
Isn't that her
no
name?
Eve.
What's the name of the con artist who takes in Kirsten?
Charlotte.
Sorry,
Charlotte.
sorry,
Oh, okay.
sorry.
How do you get
So
Eve and
I fucked
Charlotte?
that up. I don't know. But
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
that she won supporting actress
Right. I
this year.
forgot she won Survivor Newport Beach. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
How can you forget that?
don't know.
All right. Read me from the Patreon.
All right, Patreon. Josh Merlis says, Buffy, serious score, music, budget. I'm digging it. Did that goblin just call Glory Groove-tastic?
She did. Yeah, he did.
Yo, what if they had let Glory eat Robo Buffy's brain? Maybe it would have gone bleep bloop zap to the benefit of our protagonists. Wow. That would have been good, actually.
I think probably her fingers just would have gone through the robot.
Yeah. Or maybe it wouldn't have. Maybe it would have just stopped.
We'll see. I mean, we won't see. But what's next?
Wow, it's really lucky that we mentioned Xander's bowling acumen. That quip about him landing a spare would have been really out of place. Well, he said it because of the bowling line.
Yeah,
You wouldn't have
that's
said
how
it otherwise.
writing works, Josh.
Yeah, you wouldn't have said
No,
that
he's
without
just
the other
being
one.
a douchebag. That's fine.
Giles is the man. We can't all be Batman over here. Kill Buffy? No key? Wait.
No key, because he wants to kill Dawn.
Why does he
Remember?
have he has a line through the question mark? He did like a weird thing with the question mark.
It's like an exclamation point and a question mark in one.
Oh
We
shit.
just put them next to each other, but he's in Germany.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like one thing there.
Yeah, I thought that was like a new symbol.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill Buffy? No, Key, kill Key. Even Key agrees. Yeah, Key. Yeah, you're right. What if? Oh, what is wrong with everyone? Okay, prediction time. We're not gonna have 2 seasons of Buffy without Buffy. The rest of the series is not gonna be starring Robo Buffy. I say Spike bites Buffy and brings her back as a vamp, and Willow uses magic to give her a soul. Yeah, something to that effect.
What do you think? You think that's plausible?
I think that's definitely plausible. I didn't really
They
think
buried her.
Yeah, I didn't really think about vampire Buffy. I more thought about like reanimated Buffy.
Yeah.
Like bring her back like Willow, but I think that's actually cooler. Make her a vampire and Willow use her magic.
Maybe
to give
they
her a
could
soul.
just pop the word Slayer out of the title. Buffy the Vampire.
Buffy the Vampire. Wow, that would be cool. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what's gonna happen. And then he says about Angel, Lauren's gonna be okay, everybody. His audio sync is a bit off though. What? Lauren's gonna be okay though? Is the audio sync? Really? I didn't notice that.
Oh,
Like the
Lauren.
head?
Yeah, Lauren. Yeah. In the shots where it was like Lauren's disembodied head, the audio was a little off at times.
Oh man. I like Fred. Me too. Giant shot of Earth's moon. What's that doing here? Damn. Does Wesley have a coolness demon that comes out on this realm? Comes out in this realm? Also, a looking pretty damn fine demon.
What?
I don't know. What is a coolness demon that comes out? Oh,
He's saying
Wesley
because
becomes cool.
Wesley's really cool in Pilot. Yeah.
Right. Also, a pretty damn fine demon. He's looking pretty fine.
Oh, I
Wesley,
guess so. Yeah.
MVP,
Josh
Mortal
enjoys
Kombat.
both sexes, so he might be attracted to Wesley.
Oh, I got this confused. He says MVP Mortal, but he means MVP Wesley, I guess. And then he says Mortal Kombat. I thought that music was going to
Did
start
you think
playing.
about that when he said
Yes,
Mortal Kombat? Of course you
course.
did. It's impossible not to.
It is impossible.
It even was weird. Like I was watching it with subtitles on, and I was like, "Oh, they spelled it with a C. Never seen that before."
Oh right, yeah, because I didn't think about that. I must have had subtitles now for this episode. But yeah, it's impossible not to think about that. Cordelia is playing with fire here. Smashing the cow killer switch may have activated it. What? Smashing the cow killer switch, man. I don't know what he's talking about. She doesn't know. Remember, folks, kill key, not cows. What is that? Smash. I don't know. Also, she made out with Grusef. What?
That's funny.
That could have transferred her visions. Oh no, Willow's got bad news. That made me sad. This was a fun finale. A lot of stuff came together and played well. Yeah, I agree. Really fun finale. And that made me sad too, Willow.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was that?
There
Cow
another
killer.
Comment from Josh?
Cow killer switch.
I think he's talking about the those necklaces.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. He says always love hearing about Dan's G+R wedding idea.
Oh, Guns N' Roses.
Oh, Guns N' Roses. Oh yeah, that's hilarious. He's gonna need a hell of a tux to pull that off. Pull some slick lighting and maybe a smoke machine. I guess you've thought enough.
I
about
I have thought about the smoke machine idea.
Smoke. I edited the music in, so when you're talking about you're walking down the aisle,
you played the solo?
It cut in, so they imagined you walking down the aisle.
Probably. I hope you played the right solo. There's like 3 guitar solos in that song.
Oh no, really?
Yeah. Was it really near the end?
Yep.
All right, it was that one. It's the last guitar solo.
And it like did the little lead up that you were talking about.
I think. Good. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know. I hope it was. Let me know, guys. He says, just want to say Logan has been putting so much work into improving the production quality of the show, and especially lately uploading tons of stuff to YouTube. Don't think all that effort is going unnoticed, even though I stopped keeping up and liking each post. Dan, I love you. You're the lifeblood of the show. Just had to give Logan props here. Thank you, Josh.
You don't have to do that. You can compliment Logan without complimenting me. I won't be hurt.
Yeah, but if you ever compliment Daniel, you better also say Logan does a great job. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
thank
one
you,
of us
Josh.
has inferiority complex, and it isn't me.
Thanks, Josh. It's very nice. And then Laura __94 says the way the recap showed scenes from so far back, it really made me think Xander, Willow, or Giles were going to die. I thought the same thing.
Is Laura. Laura said that.
Yes, I never thought it would be Buffy. I had the same experience she did because I know we have season 6 and 7. Giles predicts his own actions during the talk in the shop. Giles predicts his own actions. Oh, really? Interesting.
Well, and there's a moment where Tara, still being a crazy person, turns to Giles and he says, "You're a killer." That's what she says to him.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Had he done this prior to this?
Yeah, that set it all up, baby. In this episode.
How many other killings has he done?
None. She sees this.
Oh, she sees what's coming.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. That's really cool. Xander and Anya are impossibly cute. The proposal is probably the most romantic scene in 5 seasons of Buffy. Yeah. That's a good point. I might go there chat in the replacement though. Honestly, I love that whole scene. It's so sweet how Buffy now sees Spike as such an integral part of the show that she forgets that she rescinded his invitation. Yeah, I didn't really think about that, but she forgot about it. It's true. She didn't even think about that.
Wait, say it again.
She forgot that she rescinded his invitation into her home. Like she walked in and didn't even
Yeah,
realize that he couldn't come in. He has to he
right.
like clears his throat or like Buffy. Uh that was great.
Yeah,
Uh
it's nice. And then she, without even really thinking too much about it, she's like, "Of course you can come in. Our relationship is very different than it was 8 episodes
yes.
ago."
I love subtle things like that. There's a so we talked about Punch Drunk Love. We'll talk about it more and more. But there's this insane part with Punch Drunk Love where it's just all in the direction. It's like telling a character to act a certain way so that we get. I'll explain it more, but it made me so uncomfortable. It was so good. Yeah, that didn't make any sense. I really like Wesley in charge, especially after the way his father treated him a few episodes ago. The look on Willow's face at the beginning, at the end, is just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. And what? Wait, was this Wesley and Willow's first time on screen together?
No, 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 no.
I guess.
When he was in the high school.
Oh, what am I fucking
Remember he
talking?
was Faith's watcher.
Yeah, what the hell? What is that? But yeah, and I guess they weren't on screen together here. She's by herself over there. But
Yeah.
I mean, they probably were. Do they have any wide shots of them?
I mean, this was the first shot they were in a scene together on Angel.
On Angel. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So great job, Laura. Great job, Josh. Great job, everybody.
Yeah.
What's
Thanks for
next?
listening. Thanks for commenting. I value the comments.
Yeah, of course.
They make me think deeper about the episodes. Um, Next up, guess what, guys? You're not watching an episode of Buffy this week.
Oh, what the fuck?
I'm so sorry. Put your speculation aside for 1 week. We'll get back to Buffy the following week. They are on different networks now, so the schedule is all wonky. But we're gonna make an effort to watch them in air date order. All right. Um, so this week you're gonna watch the first 2 episodes of season 3 of Angel. The first one is called Heartthrob.
Hmm. Well, actually, are we gonna like lead up on this? Like, is Willow gonna be around or anything? Or this was it? Like, this was it.
They're on different networks now, so expect fewer crossovers.
Okay, I'll assume that this was it. She gave him the news. It's called Heartthrob. Um, we got to get some new folks. I'm gonna guess. Brad Pitt comes to town. He's the Heartthrob.
Wow.
He's shooting a new movie. Cordelia's shooting in the lot beside him. A commercial. She runs into him on her break, smoking a
Yeah.
cigarette, and he invites her to his pad.
Right. And she's like, I gotta fuck Brad Pitt, right? But I still have feelings for the Gruselug.
Yeah, what do you do? Do you like forget the Gruselug to go hang out with Brad Pitt? We'll
Well,
find
we'll
out next
find
week.
out next week. And the second episode of season 3 of Angel is called That Vision Thing.
Oh yeah, that vision thing. I'm gonna think I. Oh, you know what? She's gonna pass it on to Brad Pitt. In fact, Brad
Oh,
Pitt
great.
has a
Wow.
vision thing.
I didn't realize Brad Pitt was going to be such an integral part of the show.
I
Integral.
I
Yeah.
didn't either. We're gonna learn exactly the rules of passing it on, and that's what's gonna happen to Brad. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. All right. So that's next week. The following week is the first 2 episodes of Buffy. So it's an Angel only week and then a Buffy only week.
It doesn't really make up for it. I liked doing the. I remember early on, I kind of liked flying through the seasons, but I really liked doing the one of each a week. It really, I think that might be why I like
It,
five more
the
than.
vast majority of this season is going to be 1-on-1. This is just weird because Angel premiered like 2 weeks before Buffy, and then Buffy had a 2 hour premiere.
Okay, we were doing buff. Well, I guess we were last season, but maybe the reason I like five more than one. Well, you did too, right? Was because I like the 1 week break in between shows. I don't like just doing two a week. I think now.
Okay. Well, yeah, I like it too. Yeah, and season 1 we ran through so fast because it's only 12 episodes, so we did the whole season in 6 weeks.
Right. It was so quick. Yeah, I really you can sit with the episodes more, you understand them more.
Yeah.
Um I don't know. But anyway, thanks guys. We'll be back next week for Angel.
We will.
Angels. We'll just be angels next week.
Yeah.
What, what else? Like, what? How do we end it?
Uh,
We don't say anything
uh,
fun on this one.
Listen, the hardest thing in this world is to live in it. So just take it easy out there, gang.